Good day, everyone. I am Sarah Jean Mirabanos, and the assigned topic to us is Guide for Lesson Design in a Multi-Grade Setting. Multi-grade setting requires careful planning to ensure that the content is engaging, accessible, and appropriately challenging for students across different grade levels. So, here's a guide for lesson design in a multi-grade setting. First is understand the curriculum standards. Familiarize yourself with the curriculum standards for each grade level represented in your classroom. Identify common themes, skills, and learning objectives that can be addressed together. As a teacher in a multi-grade class, napaka-importante na lubos nating nauunawaan yung isang curriculum standard para masiguro natin na yung prepare nating activities ay naka-align sa mga inaasahang kaalaman ng ating mga students. So, for example, ang na-handle mong grade level is grade 3 and grade 4. And may isang topic ka lang na ituturo sa kanila. For example, yung topic mo is the the different parts of the plants. So, sa grade 3, pwede mo sa kanilang ipa-identify yung different parts of the plants, while sa grade 4 naman is ipa-explain mo sa kanila brief explanation about the functions of the plants. So, kung napapansin ninyo, mas ahead yung gagawin ng grade 4 dahil mas mataas din yung grade level nila. And yung activity na ipapagawa natin is nakabase pa rin sa learning objectives ng mga bata. Number 2 is identify common ground. So, look for topics or concepts that are relevant and accessible to students across different grade levels. This could include foundational skills in subjects like math and literacy, as well as cross-curricular themes like community, environment, or cultural diversity. So, through identifying common ground, you can find topics that can be integrated or paired across different grade levels. This allows you to teach lessons that are relevant and valuable to all students in your class. Differentiate instruction. Plan activities and assignments that can be adapted to meet the needs of the students at different levels. Provide varying level of support, extension tasks, or alternative assignment to accommodate the diverse learning needs and abilities. Through differentiated instruction, you can modify the task or activities based the needs of the students in every grade level. This allows you to ensure that all students receive appropriate level of support in their learning. So, for example, instead na magbigay ka ng parehong activity sa mga students mo, is as a teacher, magbibigay ka ng activity based on the needs of your students. So, halimbawa, sa isang math concept, may mga students ka na na-grasp na yung concept. Or, sabihin na natin, na-gets na nila agad yung concept. While yung iba naman is nalilito pa. So, sa mga students na nakuha na yung gagawin, pwede mo paturuan sa kanila yung mga students na kailangan pa ng extra support. And si teacher naman is pwede mong i-guide yung students mo or pwede mong i-guide sila step by step para maunawaan na nila yung concept. So, number 4 is use flexible grouping. organize students into flexible groupings based on their interests, abilities, or learning styles, rather than strictly by grade level. Encourage collaboration and peer learning by pairing students with different strengths and skills. So through flexible grouping, as a teacher, you have the right to organize students not only based on their grade level, but also in their interests, abilities, and learning styles. This allows students to learn from different perspectives and skills. Implement hands-on learning. Incorporate hands-on activities, experiments, and projects that allow students to explore concepts in a concrete and experiential way. This approach can engage students of all ages and promote active learning. So, sabi dito, sa halip na makinig lang yung mga students sa discussion or magbasa ng libro, mas natututo sila through hands-on activities or active participation. Like sa experiments, isa yung halimbawa ng hands-on activity na sinasabing mas natututo yung mga bata kung sila mismo yung gagawa ng isang activity.
I am Daisy Emerando, BE Ed 3B. I will discuss the continuation about the guide for lesson design and multi-grade setting. Utilize technology. Integrate technology tools and resources to personalize learning experiences and provide additional support or enrichment opportunities for students. Online platforms, educational apps, and interactive multimedia can supplement classroom instruction and cater to individual learning preferences. Using technology in education are the one way to have additional support para sa pagpapalawak ng kalaman ng mga students. Online platforms are the educational apps and interactive multimedia na maaring magamit at mapalawak ang kalaman ng students and to give them different methods to be able to learn the students of their own time. For example, sa klase, maaari kang magbigay ng interactive games using technology, and sa pagtuturo, pwede ka rin gumamit ng PPT, panoorin sila ng mga educational videos. Promote independent learning. Foster a culture of independence and self-directed learning by providing choice and autonomy in assignments and activities. Encourage students to set goals, manage their time effectively, and take ownership of their learning. This is the time na kung saan ang mag-aaral ay hayaan natin na mag-isip at gumawa ng sarili nilang paraan upang alamin ang mga bagay na sa kanilang kailangan, and hindi umaasa sa patuloy na gabay ng guro. For example, bibigyan natin sila ng individual activities and hahayaan natin sila na matuklasan at alamin ang mga kailangan nilang malaman. Assess progress appropriately. Use a variety of assessment methods such as informal observations, quizzes, projects, and portfolios to gauge student progress and understanding. Tailor assessment criteria and feedback to accommodate different grade levels and skills levels. Dapat tayong gumamit ng different methods to be able to assess the progress of the students. And like for example, sa quizzes, we need to use a criteria. Maaari kang gumamit ng criteria like kung sino ang pinakamataas na makuha ng score sa quizzes, siya ang makakukuha ng mataas sa grade. And kung sino naman ang pinakamababang score sa quizzes, siya ang makakakuha naman ng mababang grade. Encourage peer collaboration. Facilitate opportunities for peer mentoring, cooperative learning, and cross-grade interactions. Peer older students with younger ones as mentors or group leaders, allowing them to share knowledge and support each other's learning. To encourage peer collaboration, bibigyan natin ng group activity ang ating students to work together to achieve a common goals. These activities can promote teamwork and promote critical thinking. Reflect and adjust. Regularly reflect on lesson outcomes and student performance to identify areas for improvement and make necessary adjustments. Solicit feedback from students, parents, and colleges to inform your teaching practices and enhance the effectiveness of multi-grade instruction. Sa pagtatapos ng ating pagtuturo, kailangan nating bumalik sa learning outcomes. Kung yung learning outcomes ba yun is na nakuha ba natin, kung ano ba yung gusto nating mangyari, kailangan nating balikan para malaman natin if yung kung may nakuha bang learning ang ating students. And para ma-inform din tayo na kung yung teaching strategy natin is effective and kailangan natin na kumuha ng feedback mula sa ating students. And para malaman natin kung ano ang dapat nating i-adjust or baguhin sa ating strategy.